Hello, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I don't want to alarm you or send you into panic, but the holidays will be here before we know it. Lickety split. So, if you have a quilter on your gift list, or perhaps you need to add some things to your gift list, you're going to want to stick around. Hi, my name is Terry Santra and I am the head moose at Purple Moose Designs. And I've gathered up 14 items that would be great gifts for quilters. And they range everywhere from small, inexpensive little things that maybe you just want to give to your quilting buddies on up to something a little more moderately priced, a nicer gift, and everywhere in between. So, you ready? Here we go. First up, we have this great light. This is good for anybody that's going on retreats, or if you sew in a dark area at home. It has different kinds of light. It has different levels of brightness. On the display here, it shows the time, the date, the day of the week, the temperature. If your phone is capable of charging on a charging deck, there is, you can just set your phone right here and it will charge. If that doesn't work for your phone, shut this off so I'm not blinding myself. There is a USB port in the back so you can plug in your phone or whatever other peripheral electronics that you want. And of course you can aim it wherever you need to. And when you're ready to go and put it away, it folds up to something quite small. And it does have like a leather type feel on the lamp itself. Of course, you're going to need a place to plug that in. So we have the power tower. So this is 12 different outlets on here. There's also USB and what's the other one called? The other kind of plug? USB-C ports up here on the top. There's also a switch here that will shut the whole thing off altogether with one flick of the switch. So if you need extra outlets, this is a great product for you. Now, these two products, we did do another video that we went into much more detail on them. So if you want to check that out, you can get some more info on those. Let me get this out of my way. Alrighty. So, organization is always a big thing. And I found these project bags. These are about 17 by 12 inches. They do have a zipper on them. They are water resistant, semi-translucent, so you can kind of see what's inside. You can fit your book in here, your pattern, templates, your fabrics, whatever you need for your different projects. And they do come in 12 different colors, and they're very reasonably priced. So you can color coordinate your projects, different colors for different kinds of projects, or just pick your favorite colors, whatever you like. These also make great wrapping. So if you're giving a gift to a quilting buddy, you can put some things inside and just use it as the wrapping. While we're on the subject of storage, we have these quilt storage bags. Now, it's very important not to store your quilts in plastic. So no plastic bags, no plastic tubs. They need to be able to breathe. And these bags allow you to do that. The fabric on them is breathable. They do have a window in the front that you can see what's inside. The zipper goes around 3 sides and they are quite large. There's a handle on either end. Last year for my daughter's wedding, I made quilts for the wedding party as well as the parents of the groom, and I gave them all in one of these bags. So they make great wrapping, gift wrapping, if you will, and the people can store their quilts that way. Now the quilt that's in here is, I'm going to say it's like a large lap or a full-size quilt, and as you can see, there's still plenty of room in here. So you could put multiple quilts. You could put all your seasonal wall hangings in here, table runners, all kinds of stuff. The quilts that I gave for my daughter's wedding were queen size, and they fit in here just fine. I think a king size, if you folded it just so, you could probably squeeze that in here as well. So they are quite large. Let's see. If somebody on your list does a lot of handwork, then this is kind of a fun item. This is called the Hug Light. It's very lightweight, and what you do is put it around your neck. It doesn't pull on your neck at all. There's no weight at all. You can aim the lights wherever you want. Each side has 3 levels of brightness. Find the button on this side. Then you can aim them wherever you want. So if you're doing handwork while you're watching TV, you can light up right here where you need it to, or also good for readers. It does come with a charging cord as well, so you can just plug it in to recharge it. Great little thing. It's called a Hug Light. So this is another great little product. This is a vacuum attachment. Put that back where it belongs. So what you do is it has this tube that's all coiled up in here. You put the tube onto this piece, and this piece fits onto the hose of your vacuum. So you put your vacuum hose on this end and the tube that comes with the kit on this end. And on the other end of the tube, you can have all these attachments that get into all the little tiny nooks and crannies. There's ones with brushes on them, ones with the pointed ends on them. This is great for your sewing machine, as well as all your electronics, computers. I know a lot of people use like the canned air to clean out your sewing machine. It doesn't clean it out. All that does is push the lint further into the machine, which is not good for the machine. You need to suck all that stuff out. So this is a great way to get into all those little tiny nooks and crannies. So this is the vacuum attachment kit. Now this one I found, this is called a purse organizer. So what you're supposed to do is put all your essentials in here, and then when you change purses, you take this out of the old purse and put it into the new one without having to manhandle all of your items. But I thought it would be great as like a little travel sewing kit, or you could put it in your car in the center console for all the things that you want in there. It does expand out. There's like 10 pockets. All kinds of little pockets in here on both sides. There's a zipper section, 2 zipper sections, which open up to the inside. Guess I should unzip both. So all kinds of little areas that you can put all kinds of stuff. And it does expand out, as I said, to I think it's about almost 3 inches wide. It does come in purple, it comes in black, blue, and pink. So that's called the purse organizer, but great little sewing kit or something to organize stuff in your car. Now I like to have a little fun, so this item I thought was really cool. These are little stands you can have out, sit on your tabletop. This one says, warning, enter at your own risk, quilting in progress. It says the same on both sides. This one says, danger, seam ripper at work. So you can warn all your friends and family of what you're up to. Give them heads up. Seam ripper at work, don't enter right now. Alrighty. I have a couple little small tools that would be great little gift items to give to your quilting group or whatever. So this one is a magnetic wand. So it starts out this big, it goes up to this big, and it's got a magnet on the end. And didn't think this through, but you can pick up quite a bit with this. So if your pins or needles skitter under the couch, you can just wave this underneath there and it will get all that out. And it stores into this size. So if you have a handy person in the house, and then you're going to want to get two because they're going to steal it. It's also great to have in the workshop or the garage to pick up any screws or nails that fall. So great, that's a little magnetic wand. So this next one is called a reverse tweezer. Now, regular tweezers, when you squeeze them, you're squeezing them shut. And then when you release, it opens. These are the opposite. So they are closed. When you squeeze it, it opens it. And when they're relaxed and they're closed, they do hold quite tight. They also have a very pointy point that as you can see. And it has the cushioned handle here, nice big grippy area. So recently I was doing something and I had to do some running stitches and I was gathering something. Well, I was home alone and I needed just somebody to put their finger there while I tied the knot. There was nobody here. So I grabbed my reverse tweezers, put it onto the section that I wanted to hold, and then I was able to tie my knot. So if you ever need like a third finger or a third hand, these are great little tools. And again, this is one that if you have a handy person in the house, you're probably going to want to get two because they are great in the garage or workshop as well too. Now they do come in, this is silver with blue, this is silver with pink. We have black with blue, black with pink. And then we have these multicolored ones, the iridescent kind of things in pink or blue. So 6 different colors to choose from. Alrighty. I love this little journal. This is a Quilters journal, and this is where you can keep track of all the projects that you're working on. Have a little record of what you did. There's great pictures inside of quilts and different areas that you can jot down all of your ideas or keep a record of what you've already finished. Great little book. So that's a Quilters journal. So if you want to have a little fun with your quilting buddies, then a game is always a great thing. So this game is called Quilters Block Party. And it's kind of a mashup between Pictionary and charades. And so what you get inside the box is a deck of cards. And each card has a quilt block on it. And so what you do is you divide your group into two groups. A person from one group draws a card and they have to draw or pantomime like charades to try and get their team to guess what the name of the block is. For instance, if you had log cabin, you would draw a picture of a house made of logs. You could draw a taxi cab, maybe a bucket with an arrow pointing in, so it would be log cab in. You could also pantomime. If you got like monkey wrench, you could do a ooh, ooh, ooh. So it's a lot of fun. If the team doesn't guess it, then the other team gets a chance to steal the point. First team to 10 points wins. You do not have to be a quilter to play this game, although knowing some of the names of the blocks does help a little bit. But I've played it with non-quilters many times and they don't have a problem at all. You do not have to be a good drawer to play the game. Actually, if you are more along the stick figure drawing then you'll actually do a little bit better because you don't get bogged down in the details. So great little game, great for retreats, sewing bees, shop. If your local quilt shop needs a little fun entertainment for an evening, great little game. So Quilters Block Party. And let's see. If you have a quilter that is quite prolific, then they are going to go through rotary blades like there's no tomorrow. And if you've bought rotary blades recently, then you know that they can be quite pricey. So this is a blade sharpener, and it works quite well. You just put your blades in there, turn it on, it sharpens one side, flip the blade over, sharpen the other side, and you're good to go. Now, I will say it does not sharpen them as much as brand new. And the more you sharpen it, the less time you have between sharpenings. However, for me, all that extra time that you get to use it is free usage. So even though it doesn't make it as good as brand new, it's perfectly fine for most rotary cutting things. So rotary cutting sharpener. And this does 28, 45, and 60 millimeter blades. All right, did I get everything? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I got everything except this is a pattern for a wall hanging called Countdown to Christmas. And it is a tree, and there's little pockets here. You can get little beads and buttons and charms, all kinds of little things. Put them on little strings. Oops. Whatever is cool for your family. Stick them in the little pockets, and then the kids each day take one and put it on, hang it onto the tree. If you don't want to do that, you can put like a little candy or something in here and have them take that out each day and just enjoy the tree as it is. The pattern is available on my website. The numbers, this one is embroidered on. This one is cut out. You could also just use a Sharpie if you wanted to. And we also have the numbers available in laser cut, pre-cut, pre-fused ones that are either black or white. So those are available as well. So plenty of time to get this done in time for the holidays, for Christmas. And I think that's it. So thanks for joining me today. If any of these items piqued your interest, be sure and check the description of this video. There will be links to all of the items, whether it's my website or another website. And be sure and hit like and subscribe so you can see future videos. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks, and Merry Christmas.